Hello and welcome back, my fairies. I am Matsurific, and very last minute, I know, but I had an idea right at the last minute to do a shiny hunt today because it's Friday the 13th, the unluckiest day of the year, which means we've got a shiny hunt, which is of course pure luck, absolutely pure luck based. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do today. I've already got light in here, so we're gonna go ahead and hop into this little picnic here and make a sandwich. It's been a while since we've done a proper shiny hunt. Oh, I still got it muted, sorry. There we go, that's better. Hello Goomba, welcome. And also hello Meg, of course, welcome. And let's see here. I grabbed strawberries. Ooh, I need to stock up on strawberries and butter. Alright, and I think we should go for one of our MVPs that I still don't have shiny yet, but has been very helpful in this upcoming, or in the playthrough that we've been doing lately. Where's my recipe at? I need to double check and confirm which ingredient this is. I think I need green bell peppers. But no, I know you might be thinking, oh, are we going for Galarian Slowpoke? Technically, I already have one. So, and that one's not been quite as helpful as Slash. So we're going for poison. We're gonna go see if we can get us a shiny coughing. All right, I was right. Green bell peppers it is. Oops. The green peppers and Herba Mystica. You finally found where your consistent luck went since last time you were in the chat. I mean, today's Friday the 13th, so this is the day when everybody gets unlucky. But let's see if we can turn the tides a little bit. I actually had a friend in middle school. I just realized I didn't need this many green bell peppers. Oh well. I actually had a friend in middle school who was born on the 13th. Ironically, it was March 13th, so only 4 days after my birthday. Let's go ahead and give one to Giratina as well. Add a little extra to our offering. There we go. Alright, that should do it. Alright, and there we go. So we have our sandwich. Go ahead and reset lights. And there goes the Union Circle. Connection failed. Please try again. There's also another outbreak that I saw over here too. It's like I also do kind of want to get this swallowed outbreak too. But this is an actual outbreak, so this could potentially be a bit luckier. So let's go ahead and grab Pepperoni. Go ahead and start KOing this stuff out here. Oh, there's Slowpokes in the water. Of course, not the best area, it seems. Ironic that there are Cantonian Slowpokes in the water. And I do recall Swallow actually having a really good shiny. And I don't know if stuff's gonna spawn in up here or not. Potentially it can. Okay, I was not doing that. I don't know why my controller decided to change. Stop that! I need new Joy-Cons, which is another 70 bucks I can't afford. Alright, Pepperoni. You're not shiny hunting, but you guess beating the Fire Cat that's going through a villain arc in Terra Raids gave you some luck recently? Ah, you mean Incineroar. Yeah, Healsy Palsy came up with a really good method for taking that out. Although, I also had a thought to improve on that. Because her strategy is to go in with a Malamar that has Contrary, and then skill swap the Contrary onto the Incineroar, so that anytime it goes for Bulk Up, it lowers its stats instead of increasing them. And the thing I would add to that is to also have swagger if you can, because that'll confuse it and then lower its attack, because normally swagger increases their attack. Right. Come on, swallow it. We will go after the coughing in a bit. I just really wanted to do this outbreak too. And Rena's got something in the oven that's been beeping for a hot minute. Oh, there, they got it. I was about to mute myself to call out to them. Alright. It's starting to go down. I do think it would be kind of interesting if we somehow managed to find 13 shinies. I highly doubt we'll find that many today. I already cleared out the specialty outbreaks. I considered doing the Gimme Ghoul hunt, but I wanted to give today a fair shot at the very least. Like, if I'm gonna be unlucky, I don't want to be so ridiculously unlucky that I just know that I'm not gonna find anything. Like, I want to have better than 1 in 4,000 odds. I want it to be better than 0.002%. Would have been interesting though, right? Like, imagine if we actually did find the shiny. Shiny Gimme Ghoul on Friday the 13th. Oh no, now I'm kind of considering it. Like, I'd have to set my Switch back to the proper date. That would have been cool though. Funny, yeah. Because, like, imagine finding one of the hardest shinies that you can find on the unluckiest day of the year. This probably would be a decent spot to do a slowpoke hunt. Just come up here on top of this cliff here, set up a psychic sandwich, and then let Pepperoni go to town against all the slowpokes. It'd be great if there was a cave nearby. Actually, that island over there would probably be better. Alright, Pepperoni, come on. Back to the swallows. Well, this rain cannot make a decision. Is it raining? Is it not? What's going on? You find a shiny today. Oh, you found out today the voice actor for Sailor Jupiter passed away. Oh, English or Japanese? That's too bad. I liked her. I like Makoto. Hey Nixie, welcome. Feel free to shop your link or even hop into call if you want to. Pepperoni. I need you to go after these guys up here. Oh my goodness. Imagine if there was a green Meryl down there. Be like, I already have that one. That would be Friday the 13th. Look, Pepperoni, where are you going? There's nothing over there. That's too far away for stuff to spawn. She's still going! Where is she going? Pepperoni? Pepperoni has left the building. That was like, oh my goodness, I don't know where she was going. She's like, I don't know where I'm going, but I'm not staying here. She's like, these things taste awful. Why are you making me bite them all? Japanese actress? Okay. Alright. Swallow. Hello. Oh, hello, James the cat boy. Welcome. Oh, sorry.
The chat.
Hey, Mixie.
How are you?
I'm alright. I got a bit of a migraine, but I did take some aspirin for it.
That's good. Hopefully it goes away soon.
Yep. Although
Collecting eggs for tomorrow's stream.
you shiny hunting tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm doing. The wheel has decided that I'm going for Igglybuff / Wigglytuff tomorrow. So that is what I will be hunting.
Surprised you don't have that one yet.
I have Jigglypuff, but not the other two.
Okay.
I thought I had a Wigglytuff as well, but apparently not.
I assume you're doing that hunt in Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah, I can't stand doing Masuda in any other game now. I can't stand just running around in circles versus just being able to sit there and check the basket like every 5 minutes.
Right.
It drives me insane.
Like that was so genius of them to add that.
Yeah, I almost forgot I needed to collect these tonight. I was gonna finish Uncharted tonight, but I've just been way too tired. I streamed like an hour of it this morning, and I was like, I can't, I'm way too tired. Even though I slept like 9 hours, maybe 10, but yet was still just dead tired.
You're overtired.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, why I'm getting so tired after only being awake for a couple of hours.
You getting enough iron in your diet?
Maybe not, I don't know. I do have iron pills here somewhere. They're somewhere in this room, I just gotta find them.
That's always going to be my go-to question when someone says they're always tired is, are you getting enough iron in your diet?
Yeah. Honestly, I think it's a different issue, but I need to like get looked into. But... Well, I mean, it very well could be that it's just not getting enough iron. I need to like look up what foods and stuff have iron in it.
Meats. You need to eat more meat, as Chie would say.
Indeed.
She is the carnivore who's discarded womanhood.
And red meat.
Oh, I can't wait to play the arena games so you guys can get that reference.
Yeah, I'll be going back to Persona 5 over on Twitch on Monday.
Yeah, I need to get caught up on your P5 videos, too.
Yeah, the last two that I had recorded before I made the whole big jump over to Twitch is going up this weekend, so those two will be out, and then we'll go back to the rest of The Last of Us going out.
Are you going to be uploading your VODs to YouTube afterwards?
Yeah, they'll be starting to go up like mid of next month, though the ones that were from this month might get pushed back so I can get all the Halloween stuff out before the end of the month, and then next month will probably be this month's VODs.
Every time I see that blue rock, I think it's a shiny swallow. It's just a rock.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if I have a swallow either.
I know I don't have any of the line, but I saw this swallowed outbreak. I was like, I'd like to go for
Oh,
that.
nice. Yeah, the problem with like red meats is it's so expensive.
It is.
The most it comes to for red meat for us usually is like hamburger put in spaghetti or a burger itself, and
Hmm. That's one of the reasons why that's one of the main reasons why I add Slim Fast to my frappuccinos every morning. Is to get the iron.
um, yeah, liver is like one of the highest things in iron, but I do not like liver. It's so gross.
I seriously just got excited for a second there, and it was that stinking rock again. Whoops! I accidentally got rid of the outbreak. Whoops. Oh well.
Cancel that one rock 2025.
I don't know why I'm zooming out. It's literally right there. I wanted to go for coughing too, so.
I do need to go for another one at some point to evolve into Galarian Wheezing.
Slash the Galarian Weezing has been one of our MVPs in the Galarian forms run,
Hmm.
which is well in the forms regional forms run, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to hunt it here.
Yeah,
So I would rather try to get lucky with a coughing that I can boost the odds significantly for
yeah.
than
You just evolve it like regularly once you just level it up normally when you transfer it over.
yep.
Okay. I wasn't sure if there was like a special method to make it Galarian once you transfer it over.
Nope, it just has to evolve in Galar.
Okie doke. Well, that makes that easy.
The only way to get a Cantonian Weezing is to trade it in. Well, to
Might
transfer it
actually,
in using home.
yeah, I might actually try to go look for one once I'm done getting eggs for tomorrow. I had to transfer all my giveaway Pokemon over to Violet because I was running out of space in my boxes. I need to hit that follow goal so I can so I can get rid of these shinies.
So you guys heard her. If you're on Twitch, use that link in the chat to go follow Nixie, and she'll do a giveaway. Oh,
Exactly. I was
let's
only
go
gonna
for
do the
water break.
one box. I was only gonna do the one box at 50, but I might do them all just because I need to get rid of them.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like 4 boxes of shinies I need to get rid of.
Yeah, because why limit yourself? Okay. I'm
I
getting annoyed by
am
the fact that I'm getting other Pokemon that aren't coughing on a +3 poison encounter sandwich.
19 away, I think, last I checked. Let me go look really fast. Because I got 2 or 3 yesterday. Yeah, 19 more.
Duskull Outbreak is not what I want.
A lot of Alolan Raichus in that box
Wait,
and Hisuian Voltorbs.
no, okay. Oh yeah, I think this is the only spot on the mountain where it spawns. I do think it's
Hmm.
stupid though that you can't get Alolan evolutions in in the biomes.
Yeah, you would think that would have been like a thing they like it seemed very heavily implied at first
Yeah,
before the DLC came out.
cause like
And the
what
same
are
thing,
all those Executor just imported?
they just got illegally imported to Unova. Thank
Hello,
you, Meg.
Noah.
I
Welcome.
appreciate that. Uh, it's the same thing that I was confused about when the whole Timeless Woods part of Kitakami. I would have thought like the Hisuian forms were going to be catchable there.
Aside from just masculine.
Yeah, like it's called Timeless Woods. You would have thought there's some crazy time travel shenanigans going on in those woods to cause the Hisuian forms to be catchable, but no, it's just Pokemon we've already had in the Pokedex.
Mhm.
Although, I mean, it was nice though that they did that, those outbreaks for like a Hisuian Voltorb, the Sligoos, a Alolan Raichu. I really hope we get a Hisuian Growlithe at some point because I want to get Destiny Mark shiny Hisuian Growlithe.
Yeah, cause I only have the one Grout with myself. I want the others.
Yeah,
Like I
I
should
mean,
probably.
I'm a suited them, but I want to get a Destiny Mark, but I can't do that if unless they do an outbreak for it, which I think is probably going to happen at some point. Because it seems like they are slowly but surely going through all of them to eventually let us catch these Pokemon.
Yeah. Be cool if they also
Because,
did Alolan and Galarian Meowth outbreaks.
yeah, I can see that happening. Also need, like, Galarian, or not Galarian, Hisuian Braviary.
Oh, I've got all three of
And,
them. Yeah,
yeah, I think I have the Unova one, so I don't have a Hisuian one.
yeah, the Hisuian Braviary. Not only is that the first one I got of that line, but like that was I got that one in my initial playthrough.
Oh, nice.
We were just hanging around the Snow Point Temple, and all of a sudden I hear the sound. Was like, oh, where's the shiny? Wait, where is it? I don't see it. And then I look up. Oh my gosh, it's a Braviary! Can I even get up there? Is it gonna despawn?
That's crazy. I still can't believe when I went to hunt Alpha Unknown and the Alpha was the letter A. It's like, it's so fitting. They couldn't have picked a better letter to pick to be a shiny Alpha.
Right?
Now I just need to get a second A and an L and a PH, and I can spell the word Alpha with Alpha Unknowns.
It just occurred to me that I should change the date back to the 13th.
Oh yeah, that might be a good idea.
That way, if I do get a shiny, I can actually show it off and say, yeah, this was caught on Friday the 13th.
I don't even know what date my game's set to.
Yeah, you kind of lose track of it when you're constantly date skipping and stuff.
Yeah, I still don't like that it doesn't affect BDSP for for the outbreaks you get in that game, or quote unquote outbreaks that you get through the radar.
Or the honey trees.
Yeah, because I got Doduo 2 days in a row. I don't want Doduo. I already have so many of them from Scarlet and Violet. I want Pidgey. I've been wanting to radar hunt Pidgey for months now, and I have not had a Pidgey show up yet.
I actually just got a shiny Pidgey not too long ago.
Nice.
Caught it in
I
Let's
need to do
Go.
that whole line, I need to do the Sparrow line, the Rattata line, all these things I can only do in BDSP.
Oh, I'm sure
Same
I've
for
probably got an extra shiny Rattata lying around. They are a menace in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Rattata and
yeah.
Chansey.
If I had Joy-Cons, I'd consider getting Let's Go, but to hunt them that way, but I unfortunately do not. And I don't want to buy $80 Joy-Cons plus a $60 game.
Well, I'm already having bad luck just trying to get a coughing outbreak.
Yeah, I don't want to spend all that money just to get a couple of lines done, which could very well end up also being in ZA. I'd be very surprised if at the very least Pidgey is not in Legend ZA because that was in the base decks of X and Y.
Yeah, it was an early route encounter.
I don't recall if Rattata was though. I really want a Alolan Rattata, but you can only get that in Let's Go. But they didn't even put Rattata in general in Scarlet and Violet. I would have thought they would, so you could transfer an Alolan into that game. Because I would have Masuda methoded that, because it has a really good shiny. Crazy how much, though, they really like their Dark and Ice type regional variants, though.
I mean, you could always Masuda in BDSP.
I mean, yeah, for the Cantonia Rattata, I need both versions, but I won't be able to do Alolan and BDSP.
I could at least get you a regular Alolan Rattata. Oh wait, no, because it's not gonna be. I don't think you can use regional forms in BDSP.
No, unfortunately not.
That stinks.
I would have would have had one traded to me to use for Masuda, but unfortunately, no. You would have thought like at a minimum they would have let like regional variants of anything from Gen 4 prior would have been in the game, but apparently not.
Of course, I don't
Oh.
think. Well, I guess it wouldn't have mattered. I was about to say I don't think Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire had any Alolan forms. So it's like, oh yeah, that game came out before Sun and Moon. Of course they don't have any.
Yeah. I do hope we get more conversion species though later down the line. I think those are really cool.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll get more paradoxes, so I think that's something that's probably going to stick to Scarlet and Violet. Unless we get some, like, successor to the game or something.
Which they've pretty much stopped doing.
Yeah, I'm doubtful it's gonna happen. I don't think there'll be a third version. I mean, that's kind of why DLCs started happening.
Yeah. And like when you really think about it, I think it's better to do. I know a lot of people are like really anal and uptight about the DLC. Like, oh, they should just make the game how they should just release the full game instead of making you pay for all these DLC. It's like, do you not recall what it was like having to repurchase the same game just for just for a little bit of additional content at full price?
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
it's
DLC is like half the price.
I'd rather have DLC than a third game.
Yeah. Or in the case of Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, practically the same game.
Yeah,
Like,
I just don't see how they would do more paradoxes after this game, like new ones, unless the phenomenons going on in other regions or something in the future.
see now, if we were going to get Generation 5 remakes in Generation 9, which I've always said we're not going to get them this gen. That's
Yeah,
Gen 10. It's
I
always even number generations. But if we
yeah,
were, then I could see having some new Paradox Pokemon added in to the Unova games.
yeah, yeah,
Or that would have required it happening in Generation 9.
yeah. I don't think we're gonna get. I mean, you never know. I mean, they could still explore the paradox idea and figure out how it can work outside of just Paldea.
What is going on with these coughing outbreaks? Actually, I know what's going on. It's Friday the 13th.
Yeah, that's what I would. Me and Christian were doing radar hunts and BDSP, and we're not having a good time. I kept getting to like a chain of 7, and then it would break.
Hello, James the NPC, and hello, random FNIA YouTuber. Today we'll be theorizing if Matsu will get lucky. Yes. So far,
We,
the answer is no.
wow,
I can't even get lucky with trying to find the right outbreak.
let alone a shiny. I don't even know what outbreaks I have. I'll have to check once I'm done with this egg sandwich. And not egg sandwich, but the sandwich that makes eggs. To clarify, there are no eggs on this sandwich. At least I don't think there. You would think that egg would increase the output of eggs.
Yeah,
Kind of a missed opportunity by Game Freak on that one. That an egg sandwich does not increase the amounts of eggs. It's a peanut butter and banana sandwich that does it. Or at least that's the one I use.
I mean, at least that's a fairly normal sandwich. Like, it's not to everybody's taste, mine included, but like,
Yeah,
peanut butter banana is something you hear a lot of people talking about making.
yeah. I occasionally like it, but too much peanut butter gets too sticky, and I never liked the texture of too much peanut butter.
You believe Lord Giratina will give us luck? I hope so.
Giratina's like, not on this unlucky day. I don't want to risk it. Giratina's locked away in their safety bunker until it reaches midnight, so they know it's safe to come out.
I mean, you'd think that today would be its favorite day.
Yeah, but if he's giving you luck on every other day,
True. I guess today would be his favorite day to not give luck.
exactly.
Maybe I just didn't offer up enough strawberries.
Maybe the play is to not give him strawberries, since it is Friday the 13th.
Got 12 minutes left on the sandwich. It's not like the sandwich is done. I don't know. Maybe I should also check for slowpoke outbreaks.
I'm so glad I don't have to hunt that anymore. That's not a shiny Wattrell, is it? No, it's not. That's just the lighting. I was about to say, I don't need another one.
Is it? No, Toad School is grass ground. Never mind.
Yeah, I keep forgetting it's part ground type. I thought it was just pure grass.
I was thinking about how Tentacool is poison type. So I was
Yeah.
like, is that boosted by the sandwich? No, no, it's not.
I think I need a toad scroll, but I do have a toad school.
I need both of them.
At least I think so. Well,
Oops.
this
Yeah.
Igglybuff hunt tomorrow is going to be horrible. I'm not going to be able to tell until it actually sparkles.
Just occurred to me, it'd be kind of interesting at the very least in Generation 10, or not
Mhm.
Gen 10, but Generation 12,
Yeah.
doing shiny hunts every month, or like throughout the whole year. Every month is dedicated to a different region. So in January, you shiny hunt Kanto Pokemon. In February, you shiny hunt Johto Pokemon. And then so on and so forth.
Yeah, actually reminded me. I thought of an idea of a. I wouldn't do this as a Nuzlocke, but I need to replay through Diamonds so I can hunt Arceus at some point.
Yeah, I need to finish my Nuzlocke too, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to do that, so I could go for Lord Giratina.
But yeah, my idea was so take a monotype run, but after every gym you change the type of Pokemon you're using.
That could be interesting. I've seen.
I would probably spin a wheel just because there's 18 types and obviously there's not 18 gyms.
Mhm.
So
I've seen people do challenge runs where, you know, after every gym, you have to throw out your Pokemon and get all new ones. Excuse
yeah, I
me.
mean, yeah, it would be kind of like that, unless one of your Pokemon is dual type of the next typing that the wheel chooses. But I was thinking of doing that maybe in November, because next month's gonna be packed with horror games and such, and alongside my other shiny hunts. I need to see what Pokemon I need to shiny hunt that would fit the Halloween theme.
I can actually see Gardner doing something like that, but it's more like every two gyms.
Yeah,
Because then, doing with their garden lock, uh, you have he has the four different types that he likes to hunt,
yeah,
or that he likes to use in garden locks. So he could go
yeah,
back and forth between those specific types.
yeah. Well, I think I'd have the wheel pick between grass, water, and fire just because of the starter's sake.
True.
But then again, I mean, you're not gonna get very many grass, water, and fire types also within the first couple of routes.
You should actually make it be specifically the types that can be found on those earlier routes.
Yeah, it's like normal,
Normal,
uh,
flying,
yeah, normal and flying are like the top two. I
poison
mean,
if you're playing Kanto.
yeah, I mean, it'll be in Brilliant Diamond most likely because I need to replay through the game anyways.
Hmm.
But I think it'd be interesting, an interesting idea to try at some point.
It's been an hour. Well, I guess it's not been a full hour because started stream a bit late, so I
Yeah,
wanted to get that thumbnail in. Dang it!
my egg sandwich. Oh no, I still have 4 minutes left on this sandwich. Never mind.
I've seen every outbreak except for coughing. Wait a minute, coughing can't be found in Paldea, right?
I think it can. I don't remember. Might have to check the Pokedex on that one. I'm trying to think if it does or not. Because the place I always go to is the Crystal, uh, Crystal Pond or Lake or whatever it's called.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Mickey Butt. Oh, past it. Okay, no, it can't. Kobala, Koraidon, no coughing.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so it's just,
So,
Kitakami. I don't know. I was about to say Kalos. So Kitakami. I was like, that's a entirely different region. We'll be going there like next year, but
hello Goomba, welcome. Oh, I cannot wait for Legend ZA.
yeah.
Like, there's not a whole lot they have to do to make that my favorite
I
Pokemon game.
just I just hope we get some more information soon.
Same. Oh,
It
Captain
doesn't even
Price,
need to be
welcome.
a release date. I just want to see some sort of gameplay, so we know, like, have some idea of like what we're about to get into and everything.
Coughing outbreak, finally!
Nice. It'd be so funny is if I go and check my outbreaks after this sandwich and I had a coughing outbreak.
Okay, I was not even near this thing. Hey, Neilmud. Are you my good luck charm, huh? Is that why the coughing outbreak finally popped in?
Coughing likes kitty cats.
Alright, I need a shiny slash. There we go. That's much better. Should also save too, just in case I accidentally get rid of the outbreak.
I'm gonna come back to that later. The eggs.
Pepperoni, can you not stop?
We're on a mission.
Alright, fine, I'll save. Jeez. Uh. Okay, there. That was the right button. I was like, wait, which button is it? Is that not the right button? It was not the right button. Also, I don't think I knew, or at least I completely forgot, that you can use R2 to set the camera to be more over your shoulder.
Yeah. It's fine they changed that.
Would this be a good spot to sit? I think this is a good spot right here to sit, to just sit and let Pepperoni do her thing.
Ew. A mudbray outbreak. Gross.
Do you have it?
I don't think so, but I don't really want to hunt it right now.
Understandable. Are you looking for the coughing outbreak?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I get one. I need to get that Galarian wheezing anyways. Why did it not change the... It's very annoying when this doesn't actually change the the outbreak.
It's also
Or
really
to,
annoying when you do a lot of those resets and then you just have a whole slew of notifications about there being new outbreaks and outbreaks disappearing.
yeah. Why is it not changing the date? So you don't have to change the actual date, right? You can just change the hour.
Yeah. Are
Why
you
is it
going
not?
forward or backwards?
Does it matter, or
It
does it
does
have to be
matter.
like?
You have to go backwards.
Oh, okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Because you're trying to trick the game into thinking that the date has changed. The reason that it works to go backwards by a minute is because the it can't understand why it's suddenly a minute before, so it thinks that it's a different day because
Thinks a whole year passed.
yeah.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, otherwise I'd be going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth instead of back, 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 back.
Yeah, because I used to do it by days, but since we want to do it on the 13th,
I'm gonna reset them then. I also want to save again because I cannot tell where
oh
I'm
look
at
at
with the
that,
outbreak because it took so long to find this.
got a coughing outbreak. Only took me 3 date skips.
Nixie's already luckier than me.
Even on the unluckiest day, I'm still the more lucky one. Be crazy if I get down there and there's just immediately a shiny. I'm like, oh well, oh, that hunt's over.
Right?
Don't need to get another coffee.
Like, I'm the one streaming the shiny hunt right now. You're just going for fun.
Yeah, I'm just going because I uh need one for Galarian. Go, my foreign ditto.
Oh yeah, I did finish EV training everybody, and
Nice.
almost got everybody to level 55. I haven't looked up what the levels are going to be for the first round at the Pokemon League, but
Mm-hmm.
right now my goal is to just get everybody level 55.
Yeah, this rain is killing my frame rates.
Same. For that, you could actually skip forward like half an hour.
It'll be alright, it'll end soon. Excuse me, Ditto, it's right there. You know what? Okay, I need to put somebody else in the party, because Ditto apparently doesn't know how to attack Pokemon.
I mean, that would make sense. Its only move is transform. What's it gonna use to knock anything out?
Fair enough.
Pepperoni, it's not shiny. It's very clearly purple.
It'd be cool if, like, one day we get, like, still have auto battles like this, but Ditto transforms into the Pokemon it's auto battling.
That'd be interesting.
Um, I was about to say, Corbin, are you good down there? You gonna... Why did you circle around the one way over there just to attack the one you're right next to?
It's like Pepperoni going off on her own into the distance, and then to the point where we
You're
can't even see her anymore.
a very special bird you are. It's okay, Corbin. I understand. We're all losing brain cells this month. But it shouldn't be that bad. I know things have been crazy. But it's gonna be okay.
Come on, pepperoni, you can do it.
They're right there, Corbin. It's okay. You got this. Oh, yeah, my Jigglypuff for the eggs is still leveling up while I do this.
Yeah, I never imagined I would get so attached to a Gyarados.
It is a very good shiny, though.
It is, but
I love red shinies.
like Red Gyarados is like the first shiny that everyone gets. At least, people have been around for a while.
Yeah.
Newer players are probably like, "Oh, my first was the static Ponyta." It's like, nah.
Yeah.
Static Gyarados is like the one that every old player has.
Yeah. It's crazy to me that people have done that hunt to get a non-shiny.
Yeah, that is
I'm
pretty
like,
crazy.
I'm like,
I've,
that sounds like absolute torture, and I don't know how you could ever do that.
I've heard of it too.
Like, I don't know. I don't think you can do it in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. I think you can only do it in the original
Mhm.
Gold and Silver. I could be wrong though. I don't know. Oh look, Jigglypuff's now old enough to drink.
Water break.
It's not water, but it's still a liquid that's drinkable.
Yes.
But
Still hydration.
I really need to stop drinking it, honestly. I totally don't remember the last time I actually drank water in the past, like, 2 weeks. Which might also be why I'm so tired.
Well, I mean, there's also a giant lake right in front of you.
Probably need to drink a whole lake at this point with how much water I've not drank and over this last few weeks. Okay, I thought that coughing right there was shiny for a second. I can't even tell which coughings are part of the outbreak either anymore.
Yeah, I managed to get an outbreak that's literally right by the gate.
Yeah, mine's like on the edge of the mountain here on like a little hill.
So I'm able to like perfectly isolate it. I'm in like the perfect spot where I can just, adjust the camera a little bit and check everywhere. Pepperoni can go out and
Yeah,
do her thing. And I can just go out
Carbonite.
here through the gate, despawn everything, and come back in.
Yeah. Excuse me, Carbonite. There are more right behind you. Why did you not go attack them? There's like 4 of them over there. What are you doing?
Because rain. Which, by the way, it's been raining in my game too.
Are you okay right now, Carbonite? It cannot figure out where to go right now. It's just... Okay.
Corviknight is just like, I am not okay.
I think he's on something.
Oh, this coffee wants to be my friend. Hi, coffee.
Carbonite was getting a little schizo.
Slugma, who said you could hang out with us? You're not poison type.
Yeah. You're a fire type. And as much as I like fire types, I'm really not a big fan of Slugma.
I
Which,
do think its shiny is kind of
oddly,
cool.
yeah, I do like the shiny. Oddly though, it didn't get, or it's not a bug fire. You mean it's a slug. You would have thought Slugma would have been bug fire.
Okay, I think my sandwich is done.
I
Yeah,
don't
it
even think
is.
I don't even think I've seen the first message pop up for this outbreak. Come, really, Geodude? This is not about you.
Litwick, how are you even out? How are you
What?
even able to be in the rain right now?
Get
Shouldn't your
body
flame be
pressed.
going out? Oh, the outbreak cleared a long time ago. Whoops.
Uh-oh. Well, I guess you gotta get a new one now.
Oh, I should
Say,
have confirmed that it was still going. I mean, if anything, if it's not there, then I might just continue doing what I was doing and just make a poison sandwich, load them in, and then go
yeah,
back out.
yeah.
So I didn't see any notifications about the outbreak being done.
Yeah, it's annoying. Sometimes they just don't show up. But they get so, hold on one second.
Please let there still be an outbreak here. That took forever. Okay, good. The outbreak is still here. Okay. I think that's why the slugma. Okay. So yeah, I think we are on max odds at the moment. All right, so let's make another sandwich. And I'm thinking this way might actually allow me to not have to deal with the weird smoke.
I'll be right back. I gotta go let my dog out really quick.
Okay. If it wanted to be my friend, coughing should have been my friend. No, if it wanted to be my friend, it should have covered itself in blue glitter. No, I'm not muted. OBS shows me as being at the shows everything working. All right, but yeah, I think going back and forth through that gate will be a lot faster than doing picnic resets. Are we back in Artisan? No, this is the Pokemon Center on that one route. Oh no, this is Medali. Okay. Never mind. Picnic. And make a sandwich. Make a sandwich. Make a sandwich, let's make a sandwich. And when we're done, we'll make another sandwich. Make a sandwich, let's make a sandwich. So shiny coffee comes. Alright. So let's go with the little pick. A little magical star pick. Oh, your earbud was pulled out by accident. Whoops. Alright, there we go. Oh, come on. Grab the green pepper. Thank you. Boop. And boop. There we go. Beautiful. Perfection. Just a lovely little salt and pepper sandwich. It's kind of interrupting the animation there. A tasty Matsuyo original. Alright. I'm honestly kind of surprised there's no, like, event going on. Although, I don't know if Friday the 13th is as big a deal in Japan. I mean, I know here it's more of a like a little kid thing, but it's still fun. It's the day the anti-fairies run amok. All right. And it's no longer raining, thankfully. All right. And I think we'll actually be able to see the coughing pretty well. I think it should stick out fairly decently here.
Uh,
Welcome back.
Thank you. Still don't know how I haven't seen the first message pop up for this outbreak.
I would confirm that you saw the outbreak and then save.
Yeah, I think I was taking out ones that weren't part of the outbreak.
Okay, maybe I do need to do picnic resets. I think it was only working that way because of the rain causing a lot of lag. Hello, David. Welcome. We're talking
Welcome,
about the day or
welcome.
the movie. Yeah, it's the day. Today is Friday the 13th, the unluckiest day of the year.
I don't think I've actually seen the Friday the 13th movie.
Same. I've heard of it, at the very least.
Yeah. That's the one with, what's his name? Jason, right? Is that what Friday the 13th is? With the hockey mask?
Ski. Oh, no, yeah, I guess it would be Hockey Mask.
Jason Voorhees or something like that, I think.
I don't really follow celebrities, so I also don't really watch horror movies, so
No, I mean like the character's name we think is Jason.
it's not a good
Fairly
spot.
certain. I've never seen them.
But
I do
dang
like
hill.
horror stuff, but I haven't seen. Oh, okay, I just got the last message for the outbreak. I don't know how I didn't see the first two.
Well, at least you saw the last one. That's what's most important.
Yeah. Alright, time to. Oh, it might help if I get off Koridon first to make a sandwich.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. We don't know for sure if that's gonna help or not. I'll have to consult with Mr. Masuda.
If you don't put Koridon away, he's just gonna eat the sandwich.
Fair. That's probably why. I think that's why you can't make a sandwich while on Koridon or Rhydon. So just eat it. For a second, I forgot what poison was with its green bell. I need Mystica at some point.
I will say though, it is kind of weird though when you really think about it,
Mm-hmm.
because like you can join somebody else's. Okay, no, that's not it. I swore that was blue for a second there. Like you can join somebody else's while on Koridon or Moridon, but you can't
Yeah,
start your own.
Koridon and Marina just picked up your scent of your picnic table specifically, and it just knows. Oh, this does not look good for stacking. Ooh, that was a terrible job.
You want me to connect to the internet with light and help you make a salty one?
That's what I'm doing right now. Okay, it worked out fine. I just dropped that one cucumber poorly.
If you're making a
He's all
salty
good.
sandwich, you only need the one ingredient.
Uh, oh well. I got plenty of the other ingredients anyways.
That's
It's
what I was
fine.
offering because if you're making a salty one, you don't have to stack everything.
If I don't get it this sandwich, maybe we'll do that.
No Tetris skills required.
I don't even have Tetris skills, period. Considering I've never played Tetris. Alright, I want the blue spherical stinky ball of gas.
Tell you what, considering the fact that you started your sandwich not long after I started mine, once both our sandwiches are done, I could connect both switches to the internet and we could just make make one sandwich together.
Yeah.
More food for Lord Giratina. Exactly.
Yeah, I'm so glad I'm doing this to an outbreak too this time because the last time I went for coughing, both of them were not in an outbreak.
Yeah, I was tempted to give up the outbreak search.
Yeah, it was not fun.
Okay, for some reason, coughing being. Wait. No, you're not, right? You're not. No. For some reason, coughing being like right in that one spot there makes it look shiny.
Yeah, the other thing too is the gas turns a different color as well.
Oh,
I
that's
think
right. Yeah.
so. That
So,
also is a visual key, visual that helps out with it. I think it's like a pink gas, and the body is blue, if I recall.
that might
Either that
be.
or yeah, I think the body's blue, and then it has like a pinkish gas that it lets out.
What are my thoughts on Magikarp, the absolute weakest Pokemon? It's fine.
I mean, you can make a Magikarp pretty strong if you know what you're doing.
Yeah. I do like that they eventually gave it some actual moves. Like, you have to get it
There is,
higher level first, but.
yeah, there's a channel I used to watch that would like do like these monthly Magikarp sweeps and just use Magikarp for their team or sweep their entire team with Magikarp. It's like if you know what you're doing, you can make any Pokemon like basically a god.
Mm-hmm.
But I do not personally know enough about building competitive Pokemon to,
Talk about making a splash.
yeah, because most of the competitive Magikarp teams are gonna have the move Flail on it,
Yeah.
and basically when I think what I've seen is like a Baton Pass moveset where you get your stats up on one Pokemon, Baton Pass into Magikarp, and then that Flail is going to just completely destroy their team.
Mm-hmm.
Though I know in some of the games you can actually teach Magikarp a water move.
Hmm.
I know in some cases it was able to have like water gun,
Oops.
which could I think it was Sword and Shield actually that there was a Magikarp that you can get that actually had a water move.
I don't like that there are some coughing spawning over there.
Yeah, that spot's actually not bad for my coughing. Just a matter of whether or not it's actually gonna show up or not.
Like, can you
It's
guys not
coughing.
spawn where I can't see you?
That would be preferable, but you know how they are.
I'm surprised I could set up my picnic there. Like, that table is on a slant.
Oh, so you can put it there and it won't slide off, but the very minimal incline, the little pebble that the one leg stood on that one time is too much for it.
Right?
and put it on a literal hill, and it's like, oh yeah, this is fine. But then one leg is elevated 2 inches too high, and it's like, nope, can't do it. Like that makes no sense, but okay. I think Game Freak needs to take a physics class or something. I keep seeing these smaller rocks off in the distance, and they keep throwing me off.
Right?
like I
It's
know, I know, coughing is not that shade of blue, but in the distance, it still throws me off. I'm like, stop doing this.
that's the
That's
issue I was
rude.
having with Gulpin. Or not Gulpin,
Yeah, a swallow.
Swallow,
Yeah,
which I should hunt Gulpin too at some point.
yeah. I think I do need to hunt that whole line as well.
I just want to start with coughing.
So make sure it doesn't explode on you too.
Oh yeah, I should get out my Haunter. Because it can't blow itself up if the move doesn't affect you.
Exactly.
Plus, being a poison type, it'll also resist any poison type moves the coughing might have.
Yeah, I was gonna do that changing your type of team up thing for BDSP next month, but I'm planning to take up the Twilight Princess randomizer again next month on top of all my horror stuff. So I don't think I'd have time to throw in a whole playthrough of BDSP unless I take up the spots that are originally my shiny hunting days, which I don't really want to do because I'm going to try to plan some Pokemon that fit the Halloween theme, like Pumpkaboo and Trevenant and stuff.
Mm-hmm. I'm
So I think I
tempted to.
need.
Yeah, that'd be really fun to do a Pumpkaboo or Trevenant hunt. I've got the whole Trevenant line, but you can find Pumpkaboo. There's a spot in Sword and Shield where you can find Pumpkaboo in any weather.
Yeah. I had a shiny race idea that was in my head the other day, and now I can't think of it. And it was a really cool idea too, and now I can't recall what it was.
You gotta remember it.
I know. I don't know why. I can't remember like the first thing about it. Like I was in my head when I was going to sleep last night, and now I can't remember it.
The idea is just like, remember me, though
I
we
need
have to travel far.
I need Coco to remind me. It'll probably come back to me eventually. I don't know if it was like planned for next month that I was thinking. I think it was, but I don't remember exactly what. Uh,
Hey,
the
we got a
plan was.
raid! Hello, Blazing Wolf Gaming. Welcome. Thank you for the raid. Hello, Scoots.
Hello, hello.
Welcome, raiders. Hope you're in for the in for a wait, cause we're just trying to find this shiny coughing. I've been doing a playthrough in Pokemon Shield using only regional variants, and one of our three aces has been the Galarian Weezing, so I wanted to hunt it. But it's easier to hunt in this game.
Yeah. Then you just gotta transfer it over. If it ever decides to show up.
Yep.
But to be fair, how much time have I spent on this sandwich?
See, if we
Oh,
can find this
only,
coughing, we're gonna transfer it over into Sword and Shield and
only
evolve it
10
there.
minutes. Yeah. I need to get Pokemon Home service again. So I can have more than just one box open to move Pokemon around.
Yeah, that'd probably be a good idea.
I need to see if I have any funds that I can just cover it from that are on the account. I think I have like $3 on there, and it's like $1.99 for a month.
Sadly,
What do you?
my family plan won't transfer over for you. Well, or does
No.
it transfer over to home?
Yeah,
That would be
that's all
cool
right
though
though.
if you had the Nintendo Switch Online expansion that you just get free home access.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't know why Home even needs a subscription service, other than money.
Yeah,
Because
that's
that, I mean,
exactly.
that's the obvious response. But outside of that, there's no reason it needs a subscription service just to have more storage and all this other stuff.
I mean, I guess they probably have to like pay to keep the servers online.
True, but I mean, they're making so much money from all this other stuff anyways.
hmm
That like the $1.99 or whatever you pay a month, I don't think is keeping the servers alive.
Like I think Ilka's actually the ones that are making that made home.
Yeah,
It's just funny. It's like, huh, the VDSP was not their first Pokemon project.
yeah. I actually have never said the name. I've always just pronounced it ILCA.
Well, I think the name is supposed to be ILCA, but that's such a mouthful that so many people just started calling it Ilka.
Yeah, they should call it Milka because they're milking us for money.
It's like the organization without a cool name. They just call it Alka for short.
Oh, you bamboozling little coughing. For a very split second, I was like, wait a minute. And then I was like, oh, that was just a shadow that made it look blue. Coughing is a really stubborn shiny. I don't know why.
Yeah, 'cause like we got outbreaks going.
Yeah, that's what's crazy, is we have a sandwich on an outbreak.
I think we've just been spoiled from all of the event outbreaks that have boosted odds.
Yeah, that our patience has dwindled for them. Come on, you blue ball of gas.
Okay, something about what the way you just said that just made me think of that scene from The Lion King. Oh,
Where
I
did
thought they were balls of gas burning billions of miles away. Pumba, with you, everything's gas.
I haven't seen The Lion King in so long. Yeah, I've seen like all the hate that the live action Snow White is getting,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's so funny.
Well, when you look into why it's receiving all the hate, it's understandable because the
Yeah.
actress who is playing Snow White has actively trashed the original, like openly trashes the original. She has stated in interviews that she did not like the original movie and she doesn't like the Snow White as a character because she just waits for some dude to come up and kiss her while she's asleep. It's like there's a lot more to the story than that. For one thing, the it's a fairy. That's how it was in the fairy tale, and the point of the fairy tale is that love conquers all.
Yeah, when I heard that, I was like, why did she even audition for the role?
Exactly.
If
Like
she hates the character so much. I mean, I think she was asked that, and her response was literally just money.
yeah,
Like,
so
understandable, but still.
like
I
I
mean,
haven't
like,
I haven't seen the last couple of live action movies. I didn't see live action Mulan. I didn't see live action Lion King.
yeah, I'm honestly just really tired of all this live action.
Shiny! Shiny coughing!
Let's go. I still need mine.
Hunter, get out here. I'm not letting this thing blow up.
You got the outbreak later than me, but you got the shiny before me.
I also cleared the outbreak soon before you. Oh, what do I want to catch this guy in?
Is that one gonna be your Galarian one, or
Yeah. I don't remember what Galarian Weezing looks like.
it turns brown?
Oh. Well, maybe I should go for the nest ball.
Yeah, because Galarian Weezing's normally gray, right?
It's normally purple.
The Galarian one.
Yeah, Galarian. Well,
I gotta look it up.
yeah, I gotta look this up.
Yeah, it goes from the gray to brown.
Let's see here. Let me just look at it myself. Shiny Galarian Weezing. Oh, yeah. Okay. It's very brown with green smog.
Kind of a gross color, but
It's too bright out to use a dust ball. Yeah, I'll try nest ball.
I don't even know what Pokeballs I have right now. It would be great though, Coffee, if you would show up. Just a suggestion. Or actually, it's not a suggestion, it's a requirement.
Oh, it still blew up. I'm glad I saved. This is why you always save.
Oh yeah, because I think they can explode, but they won't actually. Oh, use memento.
Oh.
I just saw the playback.
I wasn't paying that much attention to it.
I
This
didn't know
is
it
why you
had.
save.
I didn't know it had memento and explosion.
Right?
Slash self-destruct, whichever one it is. That's kind of unnecessary. Honestly, they should program in the future for Shawnees to not be able to have those moves.
And that's just another reason to do this hunt in Scarlet Violet and not Sword and Shield.
Dang it, Chingling.
Hey, don't
Yeah.
you run away from me. Get over here.
I'm getting flashbacks of how the last coffee went. Where
Come
did
here,
they all
Coffee.
go? What the heck?
Yes,
There are
quick
like
catch, let's go!
there are like 2 of them to spawn this time.
Can Coughing learn in prison?
I think so.
That'd be cool to do, is to pull it out, teach it in prison while it still has explosion and memento.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it can. So back then, I didn't understand the point of prison when I first played Black and White. I was like, why does it keep using this move? Seems so. But that, also back then it was the same mindset of why people use Stealth Rock and other moves that don't directly attack the Pokemon.
Oh gosh, it also has Destiny Bond too. Like it is just built to
It
it,
is just
it's
it just does not want to live anymore.
it is
Coughing, it's gonna be okay. You don't need to go down that path.
it's just designed to die.
Coughing, I think coughing needs a little bit of help.
Yep. Well,
I'm gonna
sandwich is done because I had to reset.
call a therapist for coughing.
Forgot to check for Mark.
Hello.
Hey, Fishy, you just missed it. I caught the shiny coughing. No Mark though. Oh yeah,
No,
we
I
gotta
was
name him. We gotta name him Slash. That's right, Meg. Cause he is a boy.
Or were we replacing the other Slash?
No, it's just that today is Friday the 13th, and I wanted to see if I could get lucky on the unluckiest day of the year.
I sure am not. That's for sure.
I was busy listening to a podcast of a book recap on Spotify and
Oops.
totally
Wrong
lost track of time.
Oh.
Like before I knew it, I'm like, what? It's already after 5.
So I felt
Oh,
like all day. Time has just been zooming.
I keep messing up. It's like I need to put coughing back in the box first, and then I could put it into home, and then I can open up Shield.
Yeah, that might help just a little bit.
Like at first I just went straight into Shield. It's like, wait, no, I need to go into home first so I could put the coughing away and then put it in.
Yes, let's go. I found mine.
Yay!
I almost despawned it and I saw it the last second. I was like, no, you're not getting away from me. Not again. I don't need flashbacks of the one coughing that disappeared that one time.
And considering the fact that you started your sandwich a few minutes after mine, and you and you're finding it a few minutes after me,
Right?
that's kind of funny. It's like we took about the same
Uh,
amount of time to find ours.
let's try a quick ball.
All right,
That was. Oh, I did get a quick catch. Alright, we're good. Don't even need to worry about it.
let's go. I am just go going on ahead and transferring him into home, and then Shield, so I can evolve him. I hope I've got some candies. I should.
Yeah, like 2 in Sword and Shield. I was about to do the same thing you did and not put it in the box first. No, I don't want to go into my picnic. I was trying to go to my box game. Why would you do this?
I still need to do a lot of evolutions and also sorting through my Pokemon in home. I'm not going to do
Yeah,
that right now because the point of this stream is to shiny hunt, not sort through home. But I suppose I could do that as a stream someday.
yeah, I know Johnny's done them from time to time.
Mhm.
Okay, it's in box 18. That's all I need to know. Oh, still need to get more eggs later too. I think now that I have that, I'll just go back to getting those the eggs I need for tomorrow. So I have like 4 boxes to collect. I want to get those before it gets too late.
Alright, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and evolve this coughing, and then bring it back into Scarlet and Violet
Yeah.
after evolving it.
Mm-hmm.
Oops, not Scarlet. Shield.
I
Taking the
am
Shield version.
probably gonna do the same.
I have nothing in my box. Oh,
I
I
just
have.
had a complete brain fart and forgot what game I was trying to pull from.
There's my Pokemon. Be right here.
Yeah, you are coughing. I'm gonna put you in a different game. Temporarily.
Yeah, I normally I would have finished the sandwich, but since I had to restart the game.
Yeah, actually, I might keep it in Sword and Shield for now because of how much box space I already don't have.
All right, Slash. Let's get you out here. So we'll go outside so that we can actually see him in his full Sword and Shield glory. Just following me around. Alright. Go ahead into the bag. Find some candy.
Candy,
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 candy.
Very rare candy.
Candy, candy,
I don't have a lot,
candy,
but I have enough.
I really need money in both Sword and Shield and BDSP.
You know where else I need money other than in my video games?
In my pocket.
In my real life with bank account.
I don't necessarily care about your moves right now. Your moves are going to change anyways.
So guess what I learned today?
What?
My older sister and a coworker, a friend of hers, are next week are going to Disney World.
Well, I hope they have fun.
I hope they have, but I also want to go to Disney World.
Slash,
Maybe-
I'm trying to get a good look at you. Can you not go behind the camera like that?
Stay in front of the camera. Stop being camera shy. I'm trying to take a picture of you with my camera phone.
That's what I should do.
There
I
we
should just take a
go.
snapshot.
Now I have Galarian Weezing.
Got it.
Camera phone.
And now I'm gonna go back to getting eggs.
Alright. Favorite part of Snow White was when the 7 dwarfs went to hunt down the queen. It was revenge on that. It was revenge time on that day. Even Dopey was like, "She's going down." You know it's bad when Dopey wants you gone. Yes.
Accurate.
Dopey was not playing that day.
The one that wanted her gone the most, though,
It's angry.
was Grumpy.
Or grumpy, yeah.
Like, Grumpy will pretend and be all like, "Oh, I don't care about Snow White."
But that's not true.
But that's not true.
I will say though, I have no issue. Look, first off, let me just say I have no issue with the original Snow White movie. I thought it was a fine movie. But my favorite iteration.
It's a piece of.
Yeah, it's a piece of history.
It's a piece of history. It's the first ever full-length feature animated film. We have it to thank for everything that's come since.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is the dated movie.
It is
Like
dated.
But I do think it still has like a good, like, people, I feel like they treat Snow very poorly when it's like, no, Snow didn't just get handed things because she's pretty. Like, she exchanged services for a place to stay with the dwarfs. She cooked, she cleaned, like, she earned her keep. And through everything that she went through at the hands of her stepmother, she never stopped being like a kind, considerate, sweet person. Like, she didn't just like Cinderella, she didn't let her experiences turn her into a bitter, hardened person who
Hmm.
continued a toxic cycle.
Yeah.
Which is kind of the point of those older fairy tales.
Hmm.
But like as I was saying, like I don't have any particular major issue with the original movie.
No,
But I will say that my favorite iteration of Snow White is definitely Red Shoes.
that one, I really like the marketing was terrible, but if you actually see the movie, you realize, oh, the marketing does not do it justice. The marketing completely missed the point of the film
Yep.
and its story and what it was actually trying to say.
Hmm.
Mhm.
And it is a really good, cute little movie, which I think deserves more attention in like the Western world.
The
Because I
market.
I don't the marketing really made it so that like nobody wanted to go see it.
Hello, Tabby. Welcome. I apologize for not saying your whole name. I just the last part of your name seems a little like YouTube would not appreciate that. And hello, Dancing Queen Jay Ballin. Welcome. We just got our shiny coughing a few minutes ago, and thank you all for coming in on the raid. Hey, Strings, welcome. Oh, this is a different raid. Oh my goodness, this is a Strings raid. We got raided earlier. I thought people were just late. Oh my goodness, thank you so much for the raid, Strings.
On a side note, how are we able to afford all these plane tickets back and forth from Kitakami and
Right?
like the Blueberry Academy?
They just have
Is I'm like,
free airfare.
are this? I'm like, are the schools super rich and they were paying for us? Like, what's going on here? We're 10.
I guess so.
Like,
They're like,
who's paying for all this?
it's like
Leo.
my is my mother paying for this?
Like every other day, we're going back and forth from Kitakami and Blueberry Academy.
Yep. What should we go
You know
for
what's
next?
you know what is hilarious? There's a clip from the Pokemon anime
Hmm.
where I think it's from the Sun and Moon era of the anime, where there's like a Nurse Joy who's come to help, like, and she's spent like really late, and she's
Hmm.
like, "Well, I'm gonna head back to like her home island now," and then just puts her arms out in like a T pose, and a bunch of little like bird Pokemon land on her, and then pick her up and just carry her off
Oh my goodness.
back home, and the other Nurse Joy's like, "Eh?"
I see
That's
my next target.
funny.
It's perfect because it also has a form that we can't use in our regional form run because it's a well yeah uh
See, back on the yeah,
Primeape.
because David made a comment about Snow White. The thing about Snow White is that it's not just that she's beautiful outside, because especially in the Disney version, they make note of like when they're doing that bit of narration at the beginning, they're like, even though the queen turned her into a scullery maid and forced her to wear rags, it did not hide her beautiful spirit. So that's what I think that's what they're meaning by like fairest of all, is that like Snow's beauty is not just external but internal as well.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And also it fits into that same theme that the queen turns into a hideous old lady because she is ugly on the inside.
Hmm.
Hmm.
On the outside, she is beautiful, but or well,
She's got one rotten spirit and
yep.
she's got a rotten soul.
So her ugly old lady form is the representation of her true self.
Yeah, it's like
Hmm.
this ugly old hag is. This is how ugly your soul is. How dark and tainted you are.
Where can I go to make a sandwich? That works. It's not a good spot for sandwich. Oh, right, over here.
Am I seeing double? There's two Matsuyos on the screen.
Yeah, except that the other one isn't able to get the cuter outfit. Because I don't feel like paying for the DLC twice.
Dang it, Matsu, why'd you break the timeline?
I didn't know you were a twin this whole time.
Let's, oh, creative mode, that's what I want. Alright, always offer up strawberries to Lord Giratina so that you may be blessed with shiny luck.
Want to know something funny? That, so, my first exposure to actress like Lindsay Lohan was when she was in that remake of The Parent Trap.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot about that movie.
And for the longest time, because that was my first time really seeing her in anything, I for the longest time thought Lindsay was a twin, and then came years later, I realized, oh no, they just did that special filming technique to have her appear on screen twice. I was like,
I can do you just I can do you just fine. Yes, you want to know the difference between us? I have class and you don't.
but I was just like, Disney.
Disney magic.
I was like, Disney magic. I mean, it's how they did it for the TV show Liv and Maddie, because Dove Cameron is not a twin either.
Mm-hmm.
One person playing two roles.
You have Case-O on your team?
It's a YouTuber.
Oh, okay. I don't know who that is. Sorry.
They get fat jokes made about them all the time.
Well, that's me.
I mean, they kind of like play along into it, so
Well, yeah.
like it's not entirely like out of like
Left pocket.
yeah, it's not entirely
Look at this little glitch. The smoke from the table is still there.
oh no, our table.
It's broken. My question is, how did they not realize that was gonna happen? And why did the parents let them do that? Because you could hear like adult voices in the background like supervising, and I'm like, you're stacking cement bricks onto a glass table. How did you not think it was gonna break?
Yeah. So many parents these days just don't pay attention to their kids either.
Yep. And then when you try to when you try to get them to take control of their kids, they're like, "Oh well, kids will be kids." So yes, exactly. Kids will be kids. That's why it's your job as a parent to teach them better.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
you can't let the iPad
They're not gonna learn this stuff on their own.
you can't let the iPad be the parent.
Exactly.
You brought this tiny human into the world. Now do your job.
Exactly.
That's why I hate the parents who like later in life are like, I fed you, I clothed you, I put a roof over your head. It's like, you better treat me with more respect. And I'm like, my response to parents like that are like, so you did what you were legally obligated to do as a parent, because otherwise Child Protective Services would have been called and you would have had your child taken away.
Yep, that's
Your child
what
did
my
not
mom
ask
has
to be born.
Yeah, that's what my mom has said to me a lot throughout my life.
It's like, so you did what is, like, You did the bare minimum of parenting.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, most of the time, my mom didn't even do the bare minimum. She just laid on the couch all day and got mad if we came to her about anything.
It's like when people are like, "Oh, well, I do respect you as a transgender person. I call you by your name and use the right pronouns." It's like, yeah, that is the bare minimum.
That is literally the bare minimum that you
Yeah,
can
my mom
do.
doesn't even do that. She just shouts Bible verses in my face.
Sounds like you need to go no contact.
Oh, I have. I blocked her. After the conversation that ended with her telling me I should have been aborted, I was like, yep, we're done.
No. That is not a mother.
Yeah, no, she's...
That is an egg donor.
Yeah. That
Telling
she
your own
is...
child that because they ended up being that they ended up realizing that they were trans
Oh,
that
it
you should
wasn't
have
even like the trans thing that she said that too. It's because of like medical things. She's like, oh, you guys should be lucky that you're alive. God saved you. All this other stuff. And it's like, if that hadn't happened, I would have aborted you first.
It's just
Yeah.
awful.
That
Or,
is not a person who should have been a parent.
yeah. I'm like, even if it was the case where I was gonna be the first ones that would have had to have been aborted, it's not something you ever tell that kid.
Yeah, that's not something you tell your child.
It's like
But
I'm
she...
pro-choice, but like there are still things that are not okay to choose to abort your child over. Like apparently
Yeah.
there are like some people that will like abort their child because they find out the gender or the sex is different than what they want.
Oh yeah, that was a big
Yeah, that
thing.
stuff's crazy.
You know when China still had the one child policy?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
There were a lot of instances of mothers finding out that they were having a daughter instead of a son and just getting an abortion, or once the daughter was born, just putting her up for adoption. Like during the era of the one child policy, there was a huge increase in uh, young girls being adopted out of China into other countries.
Yep. And then they and then like a few decades later, they're like, well, how come nobody's giving birth? It's like, because there's no women.
Yeah, it's like they're like men are literally in China are having to take courses on learning how to date and be respectful and like to women and actually like get women interested in dating them because the population is just so like there's such a huge imbalance of men to women. There's just so many more men than there are women in China right now.
Yeah, I think that should be a class everywhere, honestly. Just a basic class on respect.
Just the fact that there are some heterosexual men who have to be taught as adults how to respect and gain the interest of a woman.
Yeah,
I'm
and
just like
not
that,
be...
and not be like a misogynistic ass
Uh,
or like butthole. I'm just like, uh,
Yeah.
sir. I'm like, sir. How do you not know how to treat someone with basic human decency just because they're not
Yeah.
the same gender as you?
how do you lose a woman? You forget to cherish her. Truer words have
Exactly.
never been said.
Yeah.
No, the fact that there are just so many heterosexual men out there who basically treat their girlfriend or wife not as like a partner and as an equal, but like basically as a replacement for their mom.
Yeah.
I'm just like, this is why more men need to be in therapy, and we need to
Hello, Heating
system
Waves. Welcome.
we need to systematically destroy toxic masculinity that doesn't allow, like let men express feelings or have these
Yeah,
close emotional friendships that
because I had
because
that with a lot growing up, just like
it's like, oh,
not being allowed
boy
to
boys
express
don't boys aren't
emotion.
allowed to cry.
Oh, I didn't know you could find a Nihilate over here too. I wonder if maybe it's because
Yeah,
it's getting darker out.
They're like toughen up and
I
rub
Is that
some
didn't
it?
get
dirt
like
Yo,
actual
shiny
out.
primate! Let's go!
rub some dirt
Nice.
into it.
I don't think it's gonna have any. Actually, no, it might. It might. Because I remember the Mankey did.
I wish the sprites showed as shiny.
Yeah, although apparent like that's actually not the only one that does that either. Because if you look in Sword and Shield and Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, they also don't have the sprites shiny.
No, I think it's a something that they were trying out for a few games, and I think they should bring it back.
Yeah, Legends Arceus is like the only one where where the sprite is actually shiny. And that's just because
Yep.
it's a picture and not like a sprite.
And the 291 Master Balls.
295. But yeah, no, it's just because like with female friendships, you're allowed to be, show physical affection and like your friends are like also like a support system, and it's just kind of commonplace that like, expected for women to be able to like talk about their feelings with each other. Men don't have that outside of
Yeah,
like talking to their mom. So it's like
yeah,
it's just like the patriarchal system that we exist under is terrible for everyone in different ways, and it just there's so
Alright,
many
I'm
things about
basketballing. I
there's
don't
so
want to take
many
the chance with trying to follow Final Gambit again.
yeah. I
just
don't
so
blame you.
there's just so many aspects of society that needs to be fixed.
Yeah.
But enough about that. Let's play some Pokemon.
Yes.
Yeah,
Have you ever noticed that the Master Ball kind of looks like it has a face?
No, I've
that's
never made that observation before.
The little M kind of looks like a little mouth, and then the top parts look like eyeballs.
I gotta look at this now.
Wait, is that? No, that's a hoo hoo. Okay, I was gonna say, did I just get a second one like right off the bat? In a normal outbreak?
Yeah, I can kind of see that now. Looking at it.
Yeah, it looks like a little insect face or something.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a Venonat.
The big eyes and the M could look like a little squiggly, like mouth with like pointy teeth.
Do
Yeah,
I
Primate
growled
not spawn during the day? Is it only Annihilate?
You mean it?
shouldn't be.
You mean at night?
Or yeah, at night.
We're catching Pokemon
Maybe they did it that
at
way so you
night.
could find Annihilates.
Maybe.
I'm just gonna set my system clock forward a little bit.
We're catching Pokemon at night. Ah, I burnt my hand. At night. And then the scene where he takes out the trash.
Oh yeah,
And
Well,
he's
that
just like,
didn't work.
ah, ah, ah. And then he comes back inside and he's like, no problem.
that's 100% me. Actually, that was me on my way home from a walk the other day. I was going through the park by my house, and I hear this blood-curdling scream that sounded like some creepy creature. I'm like, nope, I'm out. I'm going home.
And you're like, immediately
I'm
turn
not.
around and booked
I'm
it.
not. I'm not dealing with the skinwalker today. No, thank you.
You made an immediate U-turn and we're just like booking it home.
Yep, I was going around the backside of the park, and I hear that. I'm like, nope, I'm cutting through the grass. We're not going around. Nope, I'm going home.
Do
Not
you
gonna
know
find
what
out
the
what that is. Don't want to know what that was.
so we have a small coyote population where I live,
Yeah,
and one of the sounds that coyotes make sounds creepily similar to a human baby crying.
I have heard about that. Yeah,
So
I've
if you
heard about.
so like I haven't heard it in a long time, but there was a night like a couple summers back because the coyote population seems to be more active during the summer months. But there was just one night where we just started hearing this like crying sound, and everyone was like, "Oh snap!" Because we don't at that point we did not have any like young kids living in our area. Like there were no parents with babies nearby, so
Hmm.
we're like, "Oh, that's the coyotes."
Yeah,
What the heck
it's
happened to this
scary.
outbreak?
The only the other noise that I have occasionally heard
I
is
think
we
it
have
might be because it is nighttime that they're not showing up, and
yeah,
Yeah.
all the annihilates are like taking their spot.
they're speaking of nighttime, during the summer we have a bit of a feral cat population as well,
Hmm.
and during the summer months a lot of them are in heat
Yeah.
and they're all looking for like a mate or like two males are fighting over a female.
Hmm.
So it'll be like 2 a.m. in the morning and you just start hearing like these like cats screaming and you're just like, I'm trying to sleep. I have to get up early tomorrow.
Cat should go to work instead.
Yeah, it's like, how about you do my job then?
Send the hashtag send the cats to work 2025.
It's like, fine, you can go to my doctor's appointment for me.
Imagine that actually became like a national holiday or something, like send your pet to work day.
You bring your pet to work day, and
Yeah.
you just put them in your cubicle and have them sit at the
Yeah. It'd be
the
so
desk.
chaotic though, especially with like pets that aren't as trained as well with being
Yeah.
around other pets.
Change of plans. There's a bound sweet outbreak.
Ooh.
I've never seen a bound sweet outbreak.
Apparently, you you have to start do it when they're really little, but apparently you can train cats to like walk on a leash.
Hmm.
Yep.
I don't know how much they actually like it, but
Oh, like some
No.
cats, some cat breeds, it's like a requirement.
Yeah. One of my neighbors absolutely there I don't think their cat is a cat. There's no way. It is something else because I walked past it one day on my way back home from going down to the store,
hmm
and its face was very human-like.
That's creepy.
it's a
I'm like,
human
I'm like,
human.
that's not a cat, that's a skinwalker, and I'm going home.
That just
You're
makes me
like,
think of Ichiya from, or not Ichiya, but in Fairy Tale, there's this guy named Ichiya, but there's this whole other alternate dimension where there are these creatures called X-Seeds, and they're basically cats with retractable wings.
Hmm.
Why can't I join this union circle? That's so weird.
The
Fine,
Union
I'll
Circle
start it.
said no.
But one of the X-Seeds looks like Ichiya, like everybody else's counterpart in this other world is just, you know, human. And like the only difference between them is that one of the characters, Wendy, is a child as we know her, but then in the alternate version, she's a full-grown adult.
Hmm.
Like other than that, everybody's like the exact same except that their personalities are complete opposite. But then you get this other version of Ichiya, and he's just a cat.
but with a very human looking face.
Yes.
Yeah, it was really creepy. I walked past. I had to do a double take because I look at it
You're like, you are not a cat. You are some type of shapeshifter
and I was like, wait a
taking the
minute.
form of a cat right now.
And I look back a second time. I was like, yeah, that is a very human-like face on that cat. I'm gonna go home now. I'm gonna pretend I didn't see anything because
You're like,
I no.
you're like, I don't, it's like, I'm staying in my lane. I
I'm
ain't
like,
causing no trouble with no
I'm like,
spirits.
I'm like, I know you're a skinwalker, but I'm not gonna call you out for it, cause I don't need you. I don't need you coming in my house later and doing who
You're,
knows what.
you're like,
Cause
I don't mess with demons, spirits, beings from other realms. I stay in my lane. I mind my own
it's
business.
like, it's like, yeah, I know you exist, but I ain't gonna tell it to your face.
It's like, I know you exist. I know you're out there, but I'm pretending I've got blinders on. I can only see what is in front of me.
Yeah.
This is how I've stayed alive this long. It's like I don't play around with no Ouija boards.
I did used to have one a while back. And it makes me so angry watching people use those things and not use them properly. Or the most annoying thing is when people don't say goodbye.
Yes, if you don't
That
say
is the most
goodbye,
dangerous thing you can do
if you
with a Ouija
don't
board.
say goodbye to the spirit that you are talking to, then that spirit will stay attached to you and can follow you
Yeah.
home.
Yeah, and it leaves the portal open for anything else to get out.
Yeah, it's like you're letting the portal stay open for other darker entities to like
I mean,
Get
in
out and
general,
get
you should just
attached to
say
you.
goodbye to anybody you're speaking to. Like when you're speaking to an
Yes.
agent on the phone who's been trying to help you this entire time, even if they quote you a rate that you don't like, you should still say goodbye before you end the call.
just
Yeah.
common human decency. I will say goodbye to pets that I
Or
was talking to.
another thing is when they take their hands off. You're not supposed to do that either until you've said goodbye. I'm like, that is also very dangerous, and it
I
drives
saw
me insane.
I saw this picture one time. I think it pops up on Tumblr like and other websites frequently, but it's someone has like their entire floor, the entire floor of of like a living room area. It's like a hardwood floor, but it's been painted to be like a giant Ouija board. And
Absolutely not.
I'm like, one of these days somebody's gonna like get a Roomba to clean the house, and the Roomba's gonna go around that room and accidentally summon a
Open like
demon.
28 portals.
I'm like, I don't, I don't mess around with that stuff. It's like,
Why would you even do that?
The only time I mess around with that stuff is if I'm playing The Sims 4 and I'm doing it in the game.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
that's
different
different. It's like
because that's all virtual and not real. But
that's
when you're doing
virtual.
in real life, you gotta know what you're doing to not get yourself put in a dangerous situation.
Like if you are going to do a séance, you have better have done like weeks worth of
Yeah,
research before doing one because like
yeah.
it's like
See, like before I
the
even bought my ear deal, I did my research on how you're supposed to properly use one, and it just aggravates me when I see people do things that are putting themselves in these dangerous situations.
the fact that Hasbro sells it as like a board game.
Oh yeah, I forgot Hasbro has
Yeah,
one
Hasbro
branded.
like Hasbro literally like owns the
You
trademark
can,
for the word like Ouija. So like the other ones are technically spirit boards, but it's like
yeah,
the fact that they market it as like a fun game for you and your
yeah.
friends, and I'm like,
You can buy My Little Ponies, but did you also know you can summon a demon?
yeah, it's like we're Hasbro. We're Hasbro. We you know your '80s nostalgic childhood toys like My Little Pony, Transformers. But we also and look at all these board games we have like Clue, where you solve a fictional murder, but also Wanna summon demons with your friends at your sleepover this weekend?
I'm just can't get over My Little Pony and Transformers and Transformers.
And Transformers. And
Gotta
Transformers.
mention it twice.
And Transformers. And My Little Pony. And My Little Pony, because we've rebooted this franchise 5 times now, but we'll still try to cash in on nostalgia by selling the ponies from that are made from the G1 molds that we had back in the 80s, because everyone's nostalgic for the 80s right now.
Yeah,
Buy
that's
our
like
toys.
crazy.
And they're like, please buy our toys.
Buy our toys. Buy our
Hasbro's
toys.
Hasbro is going through like a really rough patch right now. They kind of shot themselves in the foot with some of the choices that they've made, so they're really trying to cash in on like the nostalgia that people have for like their childhoods growing up in like the 80s and 90s. So
Yeah.
they're like bringing back like the old school. I like recently saw, and these are like new mint toys, but they're styled to look like the strawberry shortcake and like Rainbow Bright of the 80s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And like going back to like skinwalkers and stuff, it's like I don't know why people actively try to seek out interaction with them.
The people who are like, we're a ghost hunting show. We heard we're gonna go into this abandoned insane asylum where 32 people died mysteriously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like just leave them alone.
We're like, we're gonna go. It's like we're in the most haunted hotel of this city, and we're gonna go to floor 13, room 30, where it was believed that this young socialite woman was murdered and her ghost still haunts the room.
Yeah, it's like you guys don't need to become the 33rd mysterious person who went missing in the insane asylum.
Yeah, it's like, and
Like
then
clearly they went missing for some mysterious reason. It probably should remain a mystery.
or like, if we're gonna try and solve the mystery, let's solve it using like police tactics and not like trying to talk to the ghost. Let's track down like records and like see, anyone who knew this person is still alive and might know something. Go through the legal channels to solve the mystery.
And that's another thing, like with bad entities, they like to like pretend that they are one of the victims that may have been lost in there or whatever,
it's like
make you think that you're talking to
Sophia, who died at the age of 5.
Sophia the First?
When really there's some dark, twisted entity that's like, I'm the thing that killed her.
Exactly. It just aggravates me how people don't like do their research on how to use them properly. And it's always those videos that like over exaggerate things. And like every 5 seconds they gotta give some ridiculous speech about something.
Did you hear that? And it's like, no.
No.
Oh my god, I thought I saw. It's like, oh my god, I thought I saw something.
You talking about your ad for the day covered it up the whole time.
Before we get back to ghost hunting, I'd like to thank the sponsor for today's video.
Raid Shadow Legends.
Hashtag not sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
Audible.com.
Did you know
Raycon
you can listen
earbuds.
to ghost stories while we hunt ghosts that we shouldn't be messing with in the first place?
Yeah, you like ghost stories? Well, you can find a plethora of ghost stories thanks to our sponsor, or Audible.com, the leading provider of odd books and audio original content.
And you
Or
can
like,
listen to them with crystal clear quality with with yesterday's sponsor, Raycon.
get your Raycon every day. And you
Oh,
can
it's
listen
two
to
more
those stories
boxes
and
of
protect.
eggs.
And don't worry about the privacy of your internet usage while you listen to these dark stories. Because we've got you with tomorrow's sponsor,
NordVPN.
NordVPN. Or like Surfshark VPN, or any number of those VPNs are like. And if you get hungry while listening, check out next week's sponsor.
Factor.
Or like, what's the other food one?
Oh, yeah, I know there was another one. That was like
Um,
before Factor. Oh, yeah. Uh, shoot, it was like something fresh.
oh,
Yeah, fresh.
Hello Fresh.
Hello Fresh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
I was gonna say Eat Fresh, but that's Subway's motto.
that's Subway's motto. And then, and if you want to learn how to be a ghost hunter yourself, check out the sponsor of next month, Skillshare. You want to set up your own ghost hunting website?
Just dropping all of them.
Check out.
Also, I just want to be clear that I have not been sponsored by any of these people.
Check out. And if you
Oh,
want to set up your
man.
own ghost hunting website, use Squarespace.
No, I am partnered by Dubby, so you can use code. So if you go to Dubby.com and use code Matsu at checkout, you'll receive 10% off your order.
That is a real sponsor.
You gotta stay awake for the hunting the ghosts. You fall asleep, they're gonna possess you.
And make sure you
Password
stay
W
hydrated
comes
too,
in.
so that you can scream in terror. Everybody, take a water break.
Yeah. Keep your throat, nice and lubricated.
I don't like how that sentence sounds. And on
That's
that note, I'm
because
gonna
you
go.
have a dirty mind.
I don't need a dirty mind to know how that sounds just wrong in my head. Dirty or not, I don't like how that
That's just
sentence sounds.
That reminds me of this one moment from.
Right, I will be right back. I'm gonna go refill my drink.
That reminds me of this TV line from like a TV show, old Disney Channel show, Dave the Barbarian, where they're fighting like a giant evil muffin monster, and Dave's like, "Time to cut a muffin," and his enchanted talking sword Lula is just like, "That sounds nasty for some reason."
Okay.
Time to cut a muffin.
Okay, well, we got the notification that the Bound Suite outbreak is almost gone. So we just gotta run around and try to find a shiny.
Excuse me. You know what I just thought of? Which will be like fun to do when you finally get up here, even if it's just for like a visit.
What?
Making cosplay together.
Yes. Brenna and I have already talked about some fun cosplays the three of us could do together.
So I have never cosplayed before. I've never had friends to go to a local convention with.
I have my dad. I want to say I have Renna, but Renna's still a bit too shy. They want to go to one. But they still need to get their confidence up a bit more.
I probably would not go to my first ever convention in cosplay, just because it would be like my first time at a convention.
Alright, I am back.
Welcome back.
But I would like
Thank
we
you.
do have some like local anime conventions and stuff in the greater Vancouver area.
Yeah, I have a local one coming up. I think next
There
month?
there used to be a pony convention really close by to where I live, like 40
Yeah.
like 40-minute drive away, so we wouldn't have even needed to like book a hotel, but it's since shut down.
There used to be a convention near me, but it's also shut down.
I think the only pony convention I went to was back in high school I think it was in Wisconsin.
I know I know BronyCon's like done, and the last one was in
Yeah.
like 2019.
Yeah.
And I think recently they announced that like Cider Fest was gonna have its like last year.
Yeah, I don't think it was like
Okay.
one of the big major ones.
Is that a Meg?
Hello, by the way.
I
Hey,
mean,
Meg.
Hello.
I don't think I have any conventions in Minnesota that I know of, but then again, I never been to one, so I don't know.
no, it's just
Yeah.
like there's a lot of conventions where I live, because I live near one of like the biggest major cities in my province in Canada.
Mhm.
I think it would be
Nice.
fun to like do a meetup at a convention someday.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I do have some Canadian friends that live in the same province as me, but because it's so big, literally the province I live in, you can fit Texas into 3 times.
Oh.
So I find the joke "everything's bigger in Texas" funny, because I'm like, Texas is tiny compared to where I live. But
Yeah.
like I have a friend, like I have 2 people that I know who live in the same province as me, but it's like to get to one of them, it's like a 3-hour. Like one of us would have to either drive or take a bus for like 3 hours to get to one another, and then another one, I think it's more like it would be like a 6-hour commute.
I had that
To get
town
to
right here.
them.
I could do town resets.
So yeah, British Columbia is big.
Trying not to run over the sweet little babies.
They keep getting in the way, and you have to reroute.
They keep
I forgot
getting
what
underfoot,
Shawnee.
like Leo
Shawnee.
does.
I forgot what Shawnee Bound Sweet looks like.
I think it's purple, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, the
I'll look
green,
it up quick.
the green tips, the green top part, becomes a really light purple.
Yeah. I knew it had purple in it, but I couldn't remember which part it actually changed.
Yeah, it's just the purple leaves.
Leo.
Yeah,
Or green.
The main
Nice.
body stays the same, but
I
they
mean,
they
It
basically
kind of turns more of like a mauve, and then
they
the
kind
lower
of
body turns more of like the color of the
Leo!
leaves, but a little
yeah, it's
lighter.
like the part of the bot. It's like the bottom half of the body and the color of the leaves basically switch places. So like
Stop
So
trying
the
to be a
bot-
cat
so, like, the
burglar.
the little spot right above their like tiny little feet becomes green, and their leaves turn purple, like
gotcha.
What's
like a
Leomon doing?
like a lavender. He's being
Lavender color.
Leo's just being his usual butt self.
Yeah, but I wonder what he's doing though.
He's trying
Probably
to steal
trying to
stuff
get at
off
cables.
of. No, he's trying to steal stuff off of the TV stand, which is why I said stop
Leomon,
being a cat
no.
burglar.
He's doing that thing
Do
where
not
it's
go
like
up there.
he's doing the thing with the cat, like
He's looking for toys.
Ah,
And then he
that
started
thing.
chewing on the plastic on the TV because I still have the protective plastic on it.
Oh.
For this very reason, so that he doesn't scratch up the TV.
that is true.
Oh, Leo. You are a strange little fellow.
Indeed.
Yes.
He locks himself in the bathroom by accident.
And then he immediately starts complaining. Like
I don't
normally
know
when
if that.
I wake up in the morning, I'll like turn on YouTube for like an hour as I'm like, slowly waking
Waking up.
myself up. But the other day, I had to completely ruin my morning routine because he was just crying his little heart out in the bathroom.
Like, Leo, you
He'll
put yourself in there
Yeah, Rena was asleep,
for a
so
reason.
I was the only one who could let him out. It's like, fine, I'm getting up right now.
They're like, you did this to yourself.
Like, I literally just
No, but
woke up. Come on.
I feel like I would be more scared if cats had like opposable thumbs and could open and close doors.
Yeah, honestly, if
Yeah, that
any
would be kind of sad.
like cat or dog, that would be terrifying.
Well, there's
Same.
some dogs that like because of the height that they're at, they can reach and like get their mouths on or under like doors and open them.
And if you've
Mhm.
got the kind
Right.
of door that where the handle is like an actual handle and not a knob.
Yeah.
Oh, the one where you
Yeah,
just like
they
you just have
tend
to like you just have to like press down on it to get it to open.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yep,
only
so-
the only time I would want an animal to know how to use that is if they're a service animal.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then they'd be able to like get out and get help if something were to happen to you.
Yep.
Hey, Nemo.
Yeah.
You finally stabbed me in the butt.
Yeah, he's needing now.
He's
Okay.
getting his scent on you.
Actually, the reason that cats need is it's an instinct. Because, when they're kittens, they need on their mother's stomach to
To get the milk.
yeah, to get the milk. So,
But it is also a scent thing.
Yep.
Because they have scent glands in their paws, so they need you to get their scent on you.
Mhm.
Also, apparently, it's been proven that like, so a lot wild cats that like live together, there's sort of like a hierarchy, and the lower you are in the hierarchy, the more you'll be like showing affection to the other cats and getting your scent on them, and just be showing like submissive behaviors because they're like, I'm lower on the pecking order.
Yeah.
pecking order.
Everyone knows that Mr. Popo's at the top of all
Yep.
pecking orders. Popo! Here goes
You, the dirt, the worms inside of the dirt,
this is
Popo's tool,
stupid.
and Kami.
Kami,
Kami and Popo.
then Popo.
Is that a reference to a movie or something?
Dragon Ball Z
It's a
abridged.
reference to Dragon Ball Z abridged, where he's putting them in
Yeah,
the like
that's what I kind of thought.
when he's like doing the like training thing with some of them, and he's like, here's the pecking order.
Listen
it goes
up,
you.
grunts. Popo's about to teach you the pecking order.
Oh gosh. that
It
is
goes
wrong.
you, the
Oh.
dirt,
the dirt,
the worms
worms
inside of the
inside
dirt,
of the dirt.
Popo's tool,
Stupid.
then Kami. I considered saying Popo's censored, but then that would be like people would start thinking that it's something completely different. So it's like I'd
I
rather
think
just
I already went
Plus-
there.
Stool is already like,
yeah.
you could think it's
Kami.
a chair that Popo sits in.
Kami, then
Then
Popo.
Popo.
Any questions? Yeah, I gets knocked off the lookout. Ah! Krillin encounter.
Oh,
Any more
Krillin.
questions? Good. Then we can begin.
I'd have so many questions still.
And then the torture begins.
So you know how Mr. Popo in like the main series is like very kind, very calm. Well,
Is
a
the one
British
that
Popo,
never blinks?
yeah, a British Popo is
He's
kind of
the-
like the
he's-
opposite.
He's the genie-looking fella that lives at the Kami's lookout.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The guy that never blinks.
Yes.
Yep.
Does he even have eyelids to blink with? We may
Honestly,
never
I don't know, Fishin. I don't want to find out.
Honestly, I don't think we ever meet any other type of alien that looks like Mr. Popo.
I mean, he's supposed to be an Earthling, but he's also, well, I mean, I guess he could be like a demon or something, because he's been around since the Kami before Kami,
Yeah, it's like,
because
Mhm.
Kami is actually not a name, it's a title.
yeah, it literally translates to God.
Yep. Because the Kami that we know as Kami, he was in training to be the next Kami, and then
Mhm.
that's an Oricorio. Is my sandwich done?
I won't
No.
doubt it. No.
And then he split in
Yep.
two.
Yeah, he was being denied the role because there was evil in his heart. So he
Oh no.
he separated the evil from himself, and that
And that
became
became
King Piccolo, or
That
Demon
became
King
Demon
Piccolo.
King Piccolo.
Yep.
But not Junior Piccolo.
No.
No, that Piccolo Junior came later.
Yeah.
When Demon King Piccolo like barfed up an egg.
Yeah, so Demon King Piccolo went down to Earth and tried to take over, and then Master Roshi's teacher, Master Mutaito, used the evil containment wave to seal him in a rice cooker. And then 100 years later, Pilaf opened the rice cooker up and said, "Hey,
Oh no.
Demon King Piccolo, we will be your servants, and we're gonna help you if you help us to take over the world."
Oh
And he's
god.
like, "I'm gonna take over the world, but you can be my servants." And then he's like, "Okay, I know that the person who defeated me was a martial artist, so I'm gonna send my children, who are not normal Namekians for some reason, down."
Well, it was like before
Yeah.
we really knew, because this is from Dragon Ball era, so it was like the only examples of like quote unquote Namekians we had were Kami and Demon King
Yep. Because
Piccolo. We
Toriyama
didn't-
doesn't plan stuff ahead.
Yeah,
Or didn't.
they weren't
Rest in peace.
they weren't originally planned, I think, to be like their own like alien, full like on separate alien race until later.
Yep, just like how Goku wasn't
Yeah.
originally planned to be an alien either.
Alright, well, I am gonna head off to bed here.
Alright.
Okay.
Nixie.
You guys
Have
have
a
a
good
good night. See ya.
Night, Nancy.
But then, so basically, he said, "Okay, well, it was a martial artist that put me into that rice cooker. So go to the World Martial
Like they
Arts
didn't need 'em.
Tournament and get the roster of all the martial artists that might pose a threat to me." And Krillin just happened to be there and was unalived, which sent Goku
Really?
into a rage.
For the first time.
Yes. Which sent Goku into a rage. He tried to fight Demon King Piccolo. Plot stuff happens. He failed. He goes to train at Korin's tower, gets stronger, and then goes to fight Demon King Piccolo again, and manages to win.
Who,
Bas-
Goku or
Goku.
Krillin?
Yep. Krillin's
Okay.
dead.
Krillin at this point is dead.
Yep.
Okay. I didn't know. I kind of thought that, but
Yep. Krillin's another world.
that I was
Yep.
distracted somehow.
Krillin dies a lot.
Yes.
Poor Krillin.
He's also, oh my gosh, I just noticed that. If you're following the GT timeline, Krillin is both the first and last death in Dragon. Before Super came
I-
out, Krillin was the first and last death,
Oh.
at
Ugh.
least of like the main characters.
Thank goodness GT is not canon anymore.
Anyway.
But yeah, so Goku, so King Piccolo disables Goku by injuring his one arm and 2 legs, so he can't walk or anything. So Goku fires a one-handed Kamehameha and launches himself into the air and impales King Piccolo, who then spits up an egg, and Junior is born.
But
I bet
Junior, but Junior is
I bet-
nowhere near as evil as his father.
Nope, because he's his own entity, but he still shares the link with Kami.
Because Kami is the...
The good half.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because at one point, Kami and Demon King Piccolo were one person, but Kami, to be able to like truly become Kami, because I think he had a different name back then.
I'm sorry, sweet little piggy.
He
Okay.
he was training
someone.
under the current Kami, but the current Kami was like, I don't know if you will be able to be my successor, for I sense that there is like a darkness within you that is like solely craving power. So Kami did this like thing where it split him into two beings, and one became the next Kami, and the other went on to become Demon King Piccolo.
Which I think Junior doesn't want to be the next Demon King. I
Well,
guess.
originally he wanted to avenge his father and succeed him, but then he was defeated by Goku. So he's like, okay, well, I'm going to go into training, and then 4 years later, before he had the chance, Raditz showed up on Earth, and then Goku dies, and Piccolo's like, okay, well, I still want to take over the Earth, but I'm not going to be able to do that if the Saiyans come along and destroy the Earth. There's nothing for me to rule. So
Right.
this, Goku's kid is our best chance at beating the Saiyans. So I'm going to train him up. And then
Gohan.
yeah. And then Gohan is like, Mr. Piccolo, I've heard from my dad that my mom's like really scared of you, and she says you're a bad guy. But my dad says you're not nearly as bad as you used to be, and I believe him. I think you're a good guy. And, basically befriends Piccolo. And
Which I'm pretty sure TK would freak out by now.
oh, she had
Unless
no
she
say
did.
in the matter.
Oh.
Piccolo kidnapped
she would.
Gohan. He straight up
Anyway.
kidnapped him.
Damn.
Like, I'm taking your kid to train him so that he can save the Earth.
It's like, I'm taking Gohan, bye.
For a reason.
It's like if you watch Dragon Ball Z Abridged and then you watch Dragon Ball Z Kai Abridged, they sum it up very, very, very well there. I'm taking Gohan, bye. Quick, somebody stop him! Dang it, Roshi! Shut up, Krillin. No.
Oh, Master Roshi.
It's like, if you are over 18, I recommend Dragon Ball Z Abridged to anybody who is over 18. Because there is some very crude humor.
I am over 18.
Yep.
Of course. Because I literally said I was halfway to 50.
Well, I should change that to if you're over the age of 18 and are okay with crude humor. And are also fully capable of taking a joke, because yes, it pokes fun at Dragon Ball a lot, but it's being done from a place of love, because the creators also love Dragon Ball.
That's where
That's
the best
that
form.
recently passed away.
That's the best way to do parody, is you parody because you love.
Mm-hmm.
And you can be like, yeah, I love this series, but I also know that sometimes it can just be plain ridiculous.
Yep.
That's why it's like how I love the Kingdom Hearts franchise, but I can very easily admit that it reads like a crack fanfic written by a teen
Yep.
who's just broken into writing fanfiction.
Yep. But like crossovers are amazing. I wish we could get more crossovers in modern day media.
That's what
Playing
I kind
across-
of wish too.
You could be playing a crossover game.
Or like Marvel vs. Capcom, which is apparently on Steam at the moment.
No.
Oh goodness.
You could. Did you know that?
Oh, Disney
Kingdom
Dreamlight
Hearts?
Valley. Yeah.
No, I was gonna say Kingdom Hearts came to PC.
Oh yeah,
And
but I already own the entire series except for MOM on PS4. So why would I get it on Steam when I could just play it on the PS4?
I don't have
Okay. You can get it on Steam.
it. No, it's still like if you want the bundle, it's still pretty expensive.
Yeah.
It was on sale a while ago, but even on sale, it was like,
Oops.
oh, I don't have. But also, yes, Dreamlight Valley.
I'm sorry, little baby Bone Sweet. I did not mean to run over you. I think my sandwich is up.
You
Oh, it
ran
literally
over
just ended.
ran over a baby.
Oh, I ran over another one.
Stop running over the baby Pokemon. You
I'm
monster.
trying not to. It's just Miraidon's so big.
I honestly kind of fell in love with Bounce the moment they first revealed it and said exactly, what it goes through. Like, apparently, wild Pokemon find it delicious.
Yeah, I think I've read that
This
text
is
in
like
before
how
too.
this is like how they talk about oh, I'm trying to remember the one with the leek that it carries around.
Far-fetched.
Farfetch'd is a tasty treat, especially when cooked with leek.
Farfetch'd, the wild duck Pokemon. Farfetch'd makes a delicious meal, especially when cooked with leek. Because of this, Farfetch'd is nearly extinct.
I find that so sad.
Yeah, and it's like, and then they expanded on that in Galar, where it's like, oh yeah, Farfetch'd is not as common a eaten in Galar as it is in other regions. So that's why.
I suppose because the Slowpoke and stuff, probably.
That's why. That's why. Farfetch'd in Galar is able to evolve into a second form, unlike Farfetch'd from which region introduced Farfetch?
Kanto.
I thought it was Kanto, yeah. But yeah, it's like because Farfetch'd isn't hunted and eaten as commonly in Galar as it is in Kanto, it's able to reach a level and a high enough level and evolve into another form. No, sometimes you read the Pokédex entries and they're just really, really sad or really dark.
Yeah, like how Hypno kidnaps children. Or how Drifloon kidnaps children.
Or how a number of Pokemon are the reincarnations of people who have passed away.
Yeah, or like how gosh dang it, I can't remember what the name is right now. No, the Baynet.
You're talking about
Baynet
the
is the spirit of a beloved children's toy that was thrown out.
Yeah, it became filled with so much malice and anger towards its previous owner, who just tossed it aside, that it was able to come to life.
When somebody loved me,
Don't you dare.
everything was beautiful.
How dare you?
I was about to say, like, Fishy's gonna feel so emotional when she starts singing that one.
That's the freaking the song from Toy Story 2 with Jessie.
Yeah, I know. It cheered me up too when I saw that
If Toy Story 2
part.
took place in the Pokemon world, Jessie would have become a Bayonet.
Yep.
I feel like she's more filled with sadness than.
Well, I guess I don't know. There's another Pokemon that has creepy accent traits, but I can't remember which one.
And then there's
Yamask.
Ya-
Yamask is a dead human who remembers their life as a human and carries the mask they carry is their fate.
Ugh.
the mask that they carry. It's a mask that looks like their face from when they were human.
So apparently, Houndoom's is this Pokemon's elemental power is said to hurt for eternity. The flames it shoots from its mouth cause pain that will never go away. That's
Oh,
Houndoom.
yeah. Let's also not forget that one, the new ghost dog that was introduced, where it just wants to play, it just wants to have fun, but it's slowly sucking the life force out of the human.
That's what Litwick. That's what Litwick entry.
No, Litwick
And-
is the candle.
Litwick is the candle where it
Litwick
lures
is the
you in.
candle that will drag you into the spirit realm.
Litwick, it
Oh.
literally it lures. A lot of instances, it lures in young children who are lost with its light, and then they go to it for warmth, and then they fall asleep and
Reverb?
pass
Phantom
away.
is literally a child that died in the woods.
And
Yep.
and their soul entered the stump and it came to life.
And apparently Memfuse is one of its eccentrics is this Pokemon lives in dark places and hides stuff under a sauce that looks like a Pikachu when it appears in front of humans.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's because its true form, if seen, basically just ends people. But it wants to be. It so desperately wants to be loved that it hides its true form under a disguise. And it's like, well, Pikachu is so loved by trainers. Maybe if I look like Pikachu, people will like me.
Which is funny because it's like they did a poll a few years back for the most popular Pokemon, and Mimikyu was among one of the most popular Pokemon. I think it was the most popular Alolan Pokemon.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
Well, sadly, it doesn't seem like we're gonna get another shiny.
And then there's those history books. I think they're in the Gen 4 game, where you can go read, and it's like, at one point, humans and Pokemon were so similar, like, there were barely any differences between the two, that humans and Pokemon intermarried.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and end stream because it's 10 o'clock. Doesn't seem to be anybody in
Yeah.
chat at the moment, so we're not gonna go on a raid. But
I mean, it was me, but I decided to join voice chat.
Yeah.
yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and end things here.
I usually hang out and just kind of lurk in the call to just kind of be, like, if I need to moderate things.
Yep. So we're gonna go ahead and end things here. So thank you all for joining us today.